Grand Zadix, everybody. Shout out to the energies of Jupiter, Yophiel, and Ishmael. Today we're going to be doing the fifth step of shadow work, that is persistence. Persistence is despite the energies trying to keep you trapped in the first room with comfort, familiarity, nostalgia, you keep that forward momentum going forward. Now, at this point, you're going to be able to keep yourself moving. You're already going to have that inner drive, that will to keep going forward. You're going to enter a state of pronoia, which is the polar opposite of paranoia. So with paranoia, things happen to you, whereas when you become pronoic and enter a state of pronoicness, things happen for you. So there's nothing wrong with being paranoid, let me clarify, when you're starting shadow work. It is necessary, as it is on the polar opposite sides of the scale. Duality is going to be a big thing with this. Like, there is going to be no good, bad, light, dark, left, right, up, down. There is only going to be balance, and that is going to be one of the laws. It is going to be an entire law of physics that dictates the being and nature of this domain. So there's going to be a lot of energies that are going to try to trip you up and stop you in your tracks while you're going through this, especially if you have a purpose or a mission. Karmics, when you enter the stage of persistenceness, they tend to re-enter your life. You make a little bit of progress, they want to come in and pull the rug out from underneath your feet, so to speak. They want to keep you stuck because they themselves don't have that inner discipline to move forward, crawl up the steps, detach, let go, heal inside, release back to the universe things that have been ailing them for however long, since childhood, since adulthood, since their teenage years, past marriages, relationships, or just obstacles they don't feel comfortable overcoming yet. But if they see you overcoming all of your tribulations, and they will, I promise you, that is a statement of absolution. They most definitely will be coming for your energy. Even if they want to keep you stagnating on a side-to-side motion. So they might not even try to trip you up. They might just come back with a facade of fake love and comfort that they can try to project onto you to make you feel content. You never want to be content. If you're content, it's time for an upgrade or to try something new. So when we're doing the inner work and we're healing and we're progressing forward, persistence is going to be the ability to actively identify stagnancy, somebody trying to keep you stuck, and being able to discern their intentions with you at an entry level, I should say, and being able to move over that hump using your feet to step over whatever is in your path and continuing to move forward. A lot of people get stuck at this step because comfort is always going to be where the home is. Comfort is that warm feeling that we get of familiarity. We're used to this, like this is zero, this is base for a lot of people. And this is where people get lost. After making a few little progress steps, because it's a big leap going through the inner work to step outside of your comfort zone. So if you're used to living in the country and you want to move to New York City, stepping outside of your comfort zone would be just doing it. You know, like Shia LaBeouf, just do it. Just doing it and moving forward is going to be persistence. removing all pre-programmed notions that you might fail, you might lose, this isn't good for you, and all the elements around you trying to convince you otherwise. You peek through that veil and you go through to the other side. You keep going forward, you keep going over the obstacles. Despite whatever punches that you get, you keep rolling with the punches side to side like you're a professional boxer. You know what I mean? You just keep flowing. And for this analogy, again, I love water because there's just so many references that you can use water and apply it to your day-to-day life. Again, the river flowing to the ocean. Doesn't matter what is in that river's way, whatever is in that lake's way, the dam's way, that water relentlessly will continue to get towards the end game. It will always reach the destination in which it is going to. It will permeate through any and all obstacles that stand inside of its way. It will quite literally go through mountains, rocks, dirt, soil, trees, dams, beaver dams, any man-made object that is obviously permeable and, you know, not hydrophobic, obviously. But I digress. It will always reach its end game, and that's kind of the mindset that you got to maintain once you reach this level. You need to focus on your goal, because once you do get to persistence, you are going to actively be able to identify your little wins. You're going to be celebrating yourself. You're going to be happy that you did this. Yay, you lost 2 pounds. Let's lose 5 more. And you're just going to keep going to the gym, and you're going to keep persisting through. Now, don't get this confused with motivation, because motivation does not enter yet. That is another step or two ahead. But persistence is the inability to stay down. It is continuing forward and picking yourself up no matter what, because in your mind, you see what you want, or you have an idea what you want. You know, you could start visualizing at this step, and you just keep trucking forward. And you don't need anybody on your side. So if you don't have family, you don't have friends, you don't have a significant other, or you don't have anybody in your energy at all, you have you. And if you're getting into this a little bit more depth than just the shadow work, say you're becoming a practitioner, or maybe you want to do witchcraft, you want to do spiritual conjurations, you want to be a medium, you know, open up your third eye. You're going to need to get through these steps in order to successfully link and contact anything beyond what is here. You're going to need to hold on to that visualization in here. You're going to need to dedicate yourself. It is a lifestyle. It's not just something that you can pick and choose. You either have the inner will to do that degree of work or not. Either way, healing is beneficial for all walks of life. Whether you want to be a spiritual practitioner, or if you're just a devout Catholic, even if you're atheist, it's still good to heal, because then we can become our version 2.0 selves. So as we're progressing through these steps, and thank you for those who have made it this far in my teachings. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the views. I'm helping you guys that stay faithful to watch my videos. You know, just keep picking yourself back up. At the end of the day, once you get to persistence, you need to understand that there's a higher element that's looking over you, that's always with you, whether you can see them or feel them or hear them or not. There is always energies around us, and they are there to keep us moving, to motivate us, and to keep us moving forward. That's all I have for today. Thank you.